Hi traders, this is David from Wave Trader. Today I want to show you a trade that I'm currently in on the Euro USD. I consider it to be a position trade, but I want to show you my thought process and how I got into this trade. So let's go to the monthly chart and have a top-down analysis of what's going on. So on the monthly chart, this is what's going on the Euro. And because of the congestion in this area, I'm just going to delete my profit calculator targets so that we can see it better. Okay, all right. So what's been going on for the euro, as far as I can see, is looking back to this period on the chart, 2017. You can see that we had a run up in price. Okay, and if we were to take a retracement of this bullish situation, you will see that we come slap bang just after the 62% region. Okay, and from previous videos I've been telling you that the 62%, 55% regions are areas where the market tends to reverse. At least there's activity in those areas. Okay, and because of this previous rundown in price as well, it makes sense that this looks like the beginning of a wave bottom situation, with here being the first wave. That is, we're talking on the monthly now, this being the second, and the third is just about to begin. Okay, so if I were to make it slightly bigger and were to look at it, you will see that in this region here we have what looks like positive divergence in the making. I'm going to go to the weekly chart for better clarity. So on the weekly chart, this is what we see. So the euro has been giving us a series of up and down movements for the longest while. Okay, but you can see here that it's beginning to try to turn around. Okay, so at least in the short term we can find trading positions to get in, either to buy or to sell. But for me right now, my bias is to go long. So let's go down to the daily chart, and on the daily chart you can begin to see a bit more definition. Okay, so how I got into this trade was I'd been watching this currency pair for some time now, and you can see here that we have the beginnings of positive divergence, and I'm sure most of you know what divergence is. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if the MACD doesn't show it, because the main thing is once you have a lower low, okay, to price itself, usually it respects that. So what I'm seeing here is divergence, okay, positive divergence, and it's just begun. So the main thing is I got in early, so that's why I want it to be a position trade, because I got in early, so I can actually afford to hang on. Okay, so in this scenario now, there are two instances here. Either the market is going to, if this trend is wrong, if I'm wrong, then it's going to get to somewhere in this region, that is the 62% of this rundown, and then continue downward, or it's going to get to this region, okay, and then turn over and continue to go down, or it will keep going higher and higher and get to somewhere in this region. Okay, so from a position point of view, my target will be in this region. Okay, as you can see, I have not set a profit target yet. So let's go down to 4-hour chart. Now on the 4-hour chart, we begin to see better clarity. You can see here we had positive divergence in this region that pushed the market up to this place. Okay, and then when the market came down, we now had this bigger or larger incidence of positive divergence. So basically what happened here on the smaller divergence is basically what is going on here right now. And you can see we also had another incidence of positive divergence here as well. That is from one moment, I mistakenly moved my stop. Okay, I'm talking about here. You can see here a positive divergence situation, and that is what has moved the market up. So if I go down to, I took this trade on the 1-hour chart. So if I go down to the 1-hour chart, you can begin to see better definition, and you can see here that when I came to the chart this morning, the market was here in this region, and it looked like it was already beginning the upward move. Okay, so I took here as my number 1 point, here as my number 2 point, and this area as my number 3. So I went in with one lot. I initially placed a 0.01 lot, but that was from last week. So, and I placed my stop here, and you can see how the market nearly took me out, almost, but not quite. I think by a pip or so. All right. So it did not take me out. Okay, and now you can see that the upward move has begun. And now, right now, the London market just opened based on my time here, and that means that a lot of traders are coming into the market and seeing this situation. Okay, a lot of traders are familiar with divergence, and a lot of traders are familiar with a wave bottom situation. So if we were to look at this wave bottom situation now, you can see that if I were to think about day trade, then one moment, I probably have another calculation somewhere. Okay, I'll just delete this. So from a day trading point of view, we can now place our profit target calculator and take our profits in this region for today. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm looking at this from a position point of view. So I'd rather look at it from the daily chart. Okay, and it hasn't given me a wave bottom situation on the daily chart as yet. For me to get a wave bottom situation here, I have to wait for this move to go up. Okay, reverse a little bit, and then when it wants to continue, I can do that. Or I can take here as my number 1 point, this area as my number 2, and this one as my number 3. And if I do that, then I'll have a very huge wave bottom situation with price targets running to this region. Okay, but that is essentially what a position trade is. So for now, for the sake of my own peace of mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my profit target just here. Okay, for now. And from that area to where I entered the market is about 68 pips. That's still a day trade. All right, but I'm just going to place that there as sort of a benchmark. Okay, and because I intend to go in with more lots once the market begins to gain strength, just as it's doing right now. So that's my take on the Euro USD. Thank you very much.